Life for All presents Daily Food Series, Word, Life, and Edification, Part 2. Title of Book 4, The Way, the Truth, and the Life, by Pedro. Week 4, I am the vine, and you are the branch. Friday, staying connected to the vine. Read with prayer. I am the vine, you are the branches. He who abides in me, and I in him, bears much fruit. For without me, you can do nothing. John chapter 15, verse 5. We are branches of the vine, and our function is to abide in the Lord. Abide in me, and I in you. As the branches cannot bear fruit of itself, unless it abides in the vine, neither can you unless you abide in me. John chapter 15, verse 4. It is a mutual abiding. There's no way for the branch to abide in the vine without the vine abiding in the branch. When we abide in the Lord as branches, He automatically, like the vine, also abides in us through the sap. This illustration on the vine shows that fruits are only produced when we, the branches, act as simple channels connected to it to let the sap pass through. The ability to bear fruit does not come from our religious experience, but from abiding in the vine to absorb its sap, which is the Word. I am the vine, you are the branches. He who abides in me, and I in him, bears much fruit. For without me, you can do nothing. John chapter 15, verse 5. Unfortunately, after some time in the church, we may think we're capable because we have gained so much experience in doing things for the Lord. However, even after 50 or 60 years in the church, even though we are now well matured, if we do not depend completely on the vine, we can do nothing as branches. Few realize that only God, through the Word and the Spirit, is capable of carrying out His work. We need to learn this principle, and we have such trust through Christ toward God. Not that we are sufficient of ourselves to think of anything as being from ourselves, but our sufficiency is from God, who also made us sufficient as ministers of the new covenant, not of the letter, but of the Spirit. For the letter kills, but the Spirit gives life. 2 Corinthians chapter 3, verses 4 through 6. In God's work, nothing originates from man. If anything comes from us, whether in scheduling, planning, or organizing some item of the Lord's work, the effort will fail. The starting point is God, because He has to be the origin of the work. The Lord, through the Word, shows us the path to follow. Nothing can come from us, because our sufficiency comes from God. As it is written, the letter kills, but the Spirit gives life. Therefore, if we trust the letter, we will think that the scholars are more capable and above others, but this is not the case. Everything must originate from the Spirit, who gives life. The branch that does not abide in Him will be cast out. If anyone does not abide in me, he is cast out as a branch and is withered. And they gather them and throw them into the fire, and they are burned. John chapter 15, verse 6. The Lord here is not talking about unbelievers, but about branches that did not abide in Him, and that will be cast out. Those who are cast out will not be thrown into the lake of fire for eternal perdition, but will suffer discipline in the age to come. Those who do not bear fruit properly will remain in outer darkness, as if passing through fire. At His return, the Lord will manifest His kingdom And those who will abide in him until the end, bearing fruit, will reign with Christ and will be priests of God and of Christ for 1,000 years. Revelations chapter 20, verse 6. Therefore, let us strive to abide in him. If you abide in me, and my words abide in you, you will ask what you desire, and it shall be done for you. John chapter 15, verse 7. Practically speaking, it is through the Word that a branch abides in the Lord. Thank God, through immersion, the Word has had an effect among us. Even though we have secular chores and responsibilities, if we practice immersion, we will abide in the Lord. And, in fact, He and we will be one. Then everything we ask will be answered, because we will ask for what the vine desires. The Lord's focus is on doing the Father's will. If we abide in Him, our focus will also be on doing His will. Write the sentence that touched your heart the most. Highlight the key points in this sentence. Pray according to the content highlighted above.